Hey, beautiful. I just want you to know that I'm sharing some good news today. So take a seat. Let's chat. Hey, y'all. What's good? It's your girl, Mrs. Don. And I wanted to kick it with y'all a little bit. This is pretty much a PSA. So, we did a parent-teacher conference today for our young one who is in the 11th grade high school, y'all. Beautiful thing, right? Now, you think as times are getting worse in these last days that we're living in, that these kids nowadays, they pull away from their parents, they do all sorts of things that basically put them in a position to, draw such a wedge between you and them, right? But what we have been doing since learning the Bible and leaning and relying on the Bible's principles and God's promise, his promises, right? That the greatest part is that since we've been applying those principles, we have seen nothing but a great outcome. I'm talking about stronger communication with our teenager. We have been dealing with so many trials, but our child, through his trials, have triumphed. And the beautiful part is we have been there along the way, and he has allowed us there. He doesn't feel guarded in a sense where he feels, judged. He has been open, he has been honest, and he has been willing to change and turn around from those negative ways he, might have had or ones that he may face today. But the thing is, we're open. So now if any of y'all can relate, when me and my husband, we go through the situation when we're doing the parent-teacher conference, we're always trying to figure out who's going to be the good cop, who's going to be the bad cop. Well, me and hubby, we tend to switch roles depending on the actual teacher. So we didn't really have that situation today because there was really no need for good cop, bad cop. However, like my husband was coming with strong questions for the teachers. They was like, do you have any concerns for us as far as your child go? And my husband was like, yes, I wanted to know about, homework packages and, after school programs and hours and things of that nature. Like my husband, he's that guy. Like he's on top of, the academics in a sense. I'm more of the, continuing to have a mannerable and, good morals and good conscience type of person. My husband is more of the what the paperwork aspect look like. Make sure you crossing all your T's and dotting your I's, so to speak. But the good thing is that we got down to the bottom of whatever our kids' problem was today. And it's funny because our son, like he was looking at us, he was getting good reports. We were loving the good reports that he was getting from each class. And he also has this thing, nowadays these kids, they get on these phones and the first thing they do when they're done with their classwork, they go straight to video games or whatever. That's our child. We have a typical teenager. But the good thing is that when he was told to put it away, he got rid of it. Now what's funny is that too, at one point we had one teacher who just kept like pushing our son's head so far up in the clouds, and we had to tell him to make sure that he doesn't do that. Keep our child humble, because we want him to understand that he's not above another peer. Yes, he's probably top tier in the classroom, right, academically or whatever the case may be, but the thing is, you want to treat people equal. I don't care who they are or what they look like. The way I treat the CEO of a company is the way I'm going to treat the janitor. Period. Like, not one person is above another. We want him to remain humble. We want him to remain loving to his neighbor, his fellow brother or sister. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's about how we treat each other. If he walking around like I'm better than people, then guess what? We have now created a monster. When it's time to tear that thing down, that's going to be hard because you done created something now you can't really rip apart. So we told his teacher, like, look, kill that. Allow him to just be him regular self. Don't put that pressure on him to make him want to be cocky or big-headed or better than any of his other peers. My son is doing very well in school. We commend him, but we don't go overboard. Why? Because we want him to understand it's not about competition. In all honesty, it ended so good because what happened was, at the end of the day, like all of the teachers, their attitude was basically like, if there's anything we can do to help when it comes down to him continuously staying focused, let us know. But we commended them, and we totally, just kept them encouraged. And we also told our son the same thing. We want to continuously encourage him to keep doing his best. If this is your best that you're doing, we want you to understand that it is very much important to keep doing just that, right? You don't have to feel overwhelmed because we're here. We were once sitting in your same seat, as juniors in high school. But at the end of the day, we want you to stay encouraged. We want you to continue to come. And when you come, continue to put your best foot forward, and don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel stressed because you have a very great support system. It is important to tell your kids that you love them every day, if not 3-4 times a day, but keep them encouraged. Show them that you love them, not just tell them, but show them in what you do and how you do it and what you say and, why you saying this, because times are tough. We're really living in our last days. My son felt so good today. He got a good report back. His parents was able to hear good news about him. He was overjoyed, and so were we. And that's what we want. If you enjoyed our chat, drop it in the comment section. Anyways, I love y'all. And I mean that for real. Thanks for watching. Later.